Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter, very censored. Thank you for joining, peeps. I definitely know where I want to go. I just want to go down memory lane and revisit why I was labeled, me and my peeps and my crew were labeled as those dudes. Yeah, the ones, the party animals, I guess. But it really wasn't like that. But it happens sometime when you go to a nerd school, or when you go to a school where the best part of everyone's day is hanging out and kicking it at the library. Yeah, the library, the place with books. And you can go back and review some of the historical documents. If you need some more further answers, I'd suggest you do so, because we're going forward. Shout out to my non-verbal communicating peeps. It's been a long time since I said your name. It's been a long time since I acknowledged you. I know you exist. You know too. We communicate nonverbal. It's what we do. Regs, thank you for joining me. We do this almost like it's every single day, but it's not every single day. And Noob, who's still here, congratulations. You won an award. Consider yourself unique, special, and a part of the crew. And a part of the crew that we don't have a name for, but this special, unique bond is something we share. And yeah, I'm not on one, but I think it's time to pick up the mood, I should say, because it's been a little rocky. It's been a little shaky. That's why I just had to go back and recall some of the times. And especially this had me pondering, this had me thinking about, was I really that guy? Yes and no. Yes and no. Now, see, every day presented an opportunity. Every day something was popping off. Every day something was going on. Whether it was a kickback in the dorm, whether it was a kickback at somebody's house or place, whether it was a party, something was going on. But me and my bestie. Yeah, me and my bestie. And I'm just saying bestie because I protect the guilty in the game. And I don't know if I can share their name, his name, and everybody else's name that was involved. So I'll just keep it like I'm protecting the guilty, but I ain't protecting myself. And I will tie in some incidents, or I will tie in some moments that I mentioned in the past. Hopefully you heard it before, but I'll give you the synopsis, or I'll give you a brief summary to allow you to refresh or jog your memory, or be able to recall. Hey, you pick, you choose. I'm just the narrator, and I gave you multiple choices. It wasn't fill in the blank. There were multiple choices. Monday was tricky. Because a lot was happening on Mondays, while at the same time, Monday was almost like a semi-recovery day, but that really wasn't a recovery day. It was just sleep when you can. Naps are your friend. Late night is where it's at. But and it was hard for me because I'm a morning person. So regardless of whatever time we came in, whatever time we got in, whatever time I came back, I was always up like clockwork the next day. So naps was definitely super, yes, duper important to me. And I believe there was this one place that we found that had a happy hour on a Monday. And so we kind of just incorporated that into our schedule. After all the classes and the studying, yes, my digits are going up in the air. My digits are going up in the air. Studying. After all the studying, we ventured out to this one specific spot and enjoyed happy hour. And recall, this was one of the places where we went to, and I was on the train and it was cold, but it was sort of night-ish. And I didn't take a jacket. I didn't take a jacket because I had the mindset. Soon as I start drinking these adult beverages, soon as I start consuming these adult beverages, whether it's cold or not, it won't matter. Whether it's cold or not, it won't matter. And one of the reasons why I came to that, or one of the reasons why I started doing that, because wearing a big coat and having a big coat, you got to check it at the door. You got to put it somewhere, and you put it somewhere, or you checking it. Then it just creates all other kind of problems. Like if you need to bounce and if you need to leave like ASAP, like as soon as possible, you got to go. You just can't be leaving a perfectly nice coat, a perfectly nice jacket, a perfectly nice winter wearing back. Okay, of course, during the winter, but not the summer. But this is school. So school is usually during the fall and the winter and spring. In the summer, you're not going to school unless you're trying to get ahead. You're not going to school unless you're trying to get ahead, peeps. So don't go rolling your eyes and judging. It's like, well, what about the summer? What about the warm months? This is during school. This was during school. Recall the beginning, the topic. Recall? Yeah. All right, sit back down. Sit back down. So taking a jacket, having a jacket was, if it was possible to leave it, and if the weather was, I don't know, in the 30s or 20s, you can brave it, you can make it, assuming that your train or your transportation isn't delayed, or you didn't consume enough adult beverages and it's not working and you're just shivering and shaking. Been there, done that, but still worth it when it comes to when you gotta go, when you need to leave and you gotta go. Because there was another occasion, another time where I did wear a jacket. We did have jackets. Everyone had coats. Everyone needed to leave. Everyone had to wait because they didn't put the coats downstairs. They took them upstairs to somewhere else. And yeah, long story. And it's not, I don't want to get sidetracked. That's another story for a different day, a different time. I mentioned it somewhat back long ago. I might revisit it, but I need to stay focused. I need to stay on track. Basically, if we were able to not wear a coat, weather permitting, because if it's in the teens, I'm sorry, getting somewhere ASAP or leaving ASAP just isn't in the cards. It ain't in the cards. And 50 is a heat wave. 50 is a heat wave. 60, are you kidding me? 40, doable. 30, pushing it. 20, yeah, I don't know. It happened. It happens. You get sick though. You get sick. On Mondays, we go to this one spot, go to this one place where it was happy hour. Recall the one time that I went, and this is the same place. I remember the place's name, but I'm just not going to blurb it out because I don't know. I don't want to give them publicity like that. I don't want to let it be known that this is the spot or this is the place. But it was an amazing spot. I think it was a lounge maybe lounge. Anyway, that was the same spot where someone put money in the jukebox and it was playing Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. right? And this lady came up to me and she just assumed that I was just going to dance for her this particular dance while the song was on. That's all I can say on that, because you're going to have to go and review the historical documents. I go into greater detail about the scenario and the situation. You can find it. It ain't hard, but it was there. And that was Monday. Tuesday, it was this another spot. Tuesday, it was this other spot, different, wasn't downtown, wasn't anywhere near another university or what have you. It was just a place that we just went and kicked it, kind of chilled, and they had specials. So these specials was nice. And Tuesday was like, all right, Monday's gone, Tuesday's up. All right, we can win the week. Tuesday gotta be on point. Tuesday gotta be it. And that's what Tuesdays was like. That's what Tuesdays was like. Wednesday was a little bit karaoke, and also it was special. I think it was ladies' night, but that was at this particular place that did karaoke / ladies' night, and we sort of hit that up too on a Wednesday. And Wednesday's hump day. Everything's falling downhill. Everything's going downhill because Thursday was college night. Thursday was the night you want to be at, where all of our nerd friends, they didn't hang out at the library, or they did. They just cut their library trip a little bit short, and everybody for the most part went to one or two places on a Thursday. And then it got to the point, I think we got tired of that. And so we started venturing out and going to other college nights on Thursday. But for the first 2 or so years, we kind of kicked it and hung out in our specific area. But then the following years, we just ventured out because we just saw the same people. And then once you get labeled, it's kind of hard to break the label. That's why I say, don't let someone else define you. Define yourself. And I really didn't know that then. I really did not know that then, and got defined as anti or not a nerd, and basically party people. And as you can see, there's no party in here. It's just regular, everyday college kind of thing. Well, at a regular, everyday college kind of university. But at this smart people university, you got labeled, and we got labeled. So by 3rd and 4th year, had to go somewhere else. But anyway, Thursday, college night, and you know what Friday is. It's Friday. So Friday, you're going out, whether it's to a concert, whether it's to a club, whether it's to whatever. It's Friday. You are going out, and Saturday is Saturday. Saturday, you going out because it is Saturday. Sunday was tricky because Sunday was actually the recovery. But since this was during the cold months, during the cold time, this was usually during football season. And that's the football that you don't play with your feet. He. That was a jokey joke. He. That was a jokey joke. And so that was usually football time and football games. So there was specials all spread across the place during football season, where you come in during the day and you have all these specials, and then you end up staying all day. The next thing you know, it's time to go. Next thing you know, it's nighttime. Next thing you know, it is time to go Betty bye-bye to sleep, to get some rest. And then you get the rest, or you assume you're getting rest. You wake up, and then you realize that you're getting invited, or there's some kind of kickback, or there's some kind of studying going on for the beginning of the week, because you're about to start it all over again. You're about to start it all over again. So how is that any different than a regular college, a regular university? How is that any different? Still went to class, still showed up for class, still got the learning situation on, because during you're not in class all day. There are breaks. There's times where you have maybe an hour or 2 hour gap, or 90 minutes or 3 hour gap before your next class. And then you're taking a nap for about 30, or you're taking a nap for about 40. Then the other hours, so you're studying or you're doing something pretty useful. I'd say it helped me utilize my time efficiency. I'd say it helped me with my time management, because I knew there was a certain number of hours in a day, 24. I knew that I needed a certain amount of sleep during the day, about 5. I knew that naps would help regenerate and help you recover. So you utilize, or you found ways to maximize your time efficient. Isn't that what smart people do? Isn't that what smart people do? Instead of just intaking information all the time, instead of intaking information constantly and not getting a rest, not taking a break, and you just overloading yourself. That's what manics do. That's what manics do. I believe that's a word, and I believe I'm using it correctly. If not, you know how to find me. You know how to correct me. So do so. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out the new and improved website at extra.vdgsports.com. extra.vdgsports.com. It is new. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com, so we can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, all things Vince and in between. It's gonna get up to date. It really is. It really, really, really is. Just trust the process. Trust the process. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must. And as you can see and trust, it's where it's at. It's where it's at. Thank you once again. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Peace out.